Our country is being poisoned from within by the drugs and by all of the other crime that's taking place. The drug cartels are waging war in America, and it's now time for America to wage war on the cartels. In this war, Joe Biden has sided against the United States and with the cartels. They are making more money than they've ever made before, times 10.
What I need y'all to understand about the cartels, if you don't know about the cartels, which if you're at a certain age and you don't know, if you haven't watched Narcos, if you've been just under a rock, the cartels are responsible for a selection of things, a few things, and all these things: human trafficking, drugs coming into the states of all kinds, fentanyl, cocaine, you name it. Okay? Even guns. The cartel is technically a terrorist organization. Fentanyl has killed hundreds of thousands of people. Kids, some of your favorite rappers have died off of fentanyl. He wants to wage war on the cartel. Okay? This is like when he went against ISIS. He cleaned ISIS out. In 2-3 weeks, he cleaned them out. This mandate is aggressive. This is a showing of power that the United States should have been on since its birth. You kill our people with drugs, you human traffic, you have to go.
There's never been anything like it. They're major, major companies. They're bigger than even some of our biggest companies. Biden's open border policies are a deadly betrayal of our nation. When I am president, it will be the policy of the United States to take down the cartels, just as we took down ISIS and the ISIS caliphate, and just as, unlike the situation we're in today, we had a very, very strong border, the strongest border, in fact, in the history of our country, and drugs were at a low of 45 years. There's been nothing like what we did just 2 years ago. We will show no mercy on the cartels. Every day, drug traffickers are using the waters of our region to ship their lethal poisons to America, killing so many of our people and ruining families. In addition to restoring strong border security, I will deploy all necessary military assets, including the U.S. Navy, to impose the full naval embargo on the cartels. I did that before, and it worked.
This is yo, we're coming for you. That's what this is. This is, we're not playing. We're coming for you. See, I don't know if you guys are on X. You guys should download X. Every single country that we have had issues with are folding. They are all folding. Yo, Trump, let's talk. Yo, Trump, give me a call. Let's talk about bettering our relations with the US. Yo, Trump, let's talk. Vladimir Putin, yo, let's settle this. Let's sit down and talk. When you have a strong leader, right? This might sound sexist, right? But every country that has a male leader in charge, if they are not strong, they won't be respected. The expectation of a leader that's a woman, especially in these other countries that are male dominated when it comes to power structure, they automatically see a woman as emotional and not able to make the right decisions, the objective decisions, the tough decisions. Ladies, this ain't about yo, we don't want Kamala as a woman as president. Kamala ain't strong. Kamala ain't smart. Kamala is not aggressive enough. This is aggression. Yo, cartels, we are coming. We're bringing the Navy, everybody to clean you guys out. We're sealing the borders. This is not, listen, we're not playing. It's over. It's time. All right, it's time. Now, for the people that don't agree with what's going to happen, by God's will, you need to really reevaluate your priorities and just how you think of life in America. Okay? The cartels, I know they got some dope movies about them. I know they got Narcos. I know Narcos is probably one of your favorite shows on Netflix, okay? You see these guys, it's glamorized, it's glorified, and what they do, how many people they kill, and this is real life. This country has to get cleaned out. We have to apply a laxative inside Mother America, and it has to shit out all the bad. It has to get rid of it, okay? These people are coming from a foreign nation, poisoning us, killing us. That is technically a terrorist act. Now you will be treated as terrorists. Do you agree with that? You should. They gotta go. Sorry.
What we did was incredible. We will guarantee that the waters of the Western Hemisphere are not used to traffic illicit drugs to our country. Furthermore, I will order the Department of Defense to make appropriate use of special forces, cyber warfare, and other maximum damage on cartel leadership, infrastructure, and operations. I will designate the major cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. We will sever their access to global financial systems. I will also work to forge an unprecedented partnership with neighboring governments in our region, just like I did in Mexico. And remember, in Mexico alone,
We're gonna make sure you're broke. We're gonna make sure you don't have no money to spend on resources. Just like how he did Iran. Iran, before he left office, Iran wasn't able to sell none of its oil to anybody. If they sold their oil, they would impede on the relationship with the United States. These countries aren't as powerful as us. They don't want to mess that relationship up. I understand that we're in $37 trillion of debt. Okay? That has affected our livelihood and our inflation and all that. But please do not mistake countries that, if you're listening to this, right? Do not mistake the power of this country. We have came from a lot. We've gone through a lot, and it's time for us to retake our rightful spot as the greatest superpower this earth has ever known. You understand? And if we aren't the greatest superpower this earth has ever known, right now in this current time, we're going for that. That's our rightful spot. This country right here is the promised land. This is the promised land. There's a reason why God wants to give us grace and give us another shot. There's a reason why God kept this man alive. There's a reason why he knows he has to make the right decisions and the tough decisions. You guys have to get squeezed out from the bottom till you beg us for mercy. Okay? This is not a game. And you're talking to somebody. Listen, I want y'all to understand. You are talking to somebody that has never voted for Trump until this election. Because I was brainwashed by the media. Okay? Then I finally woke up and I understand what's going on. I'm kind of glad Trump ain't win the last election because we wouldn't be woken up to what's going on right now. This agenda that's happening, Agenda 47, the Trump mandate, the mandate that is probably gonna get Trump a spot in Mount Rushmore, a spot that has always been four fathers that we had. It's always been four people that was long ago presidents or long ago great contributors to the country. This is gonna add him in. Tough decisions gotta be made. We have to make this country greater than it's ever been. It's not about making America great again. It's about making America greater than it's ever been before. You understand?
An estimated 100,000 civilians have been tragically murdered or gone missing at the hands of these cartels. The Mexican government, run by a very fine man, the president, is really working hard, but it's not working out. These cartels are vicious and they're violent, and they have Mexico for now stymied. Well, we have to help Mexico, and we have to stymie the cartels. Either we will get the full cooperation of other governments to stop this menace, or we will expose every bribe, every kickback, every payoff, and every bit of corruption that is allowing the cartels to preserve their brutal reign. And it is indeed brutal.
That is a warning. That is a warning. I need y'all to look at context clues and subtleties in speech. Governments out there, we're going to ask for your help to get rid of these cartels. We're going to get rid of them. We're going to clean them, wipe them off the face of the earth. We know what's going on in the back doors, and this is your second chance. This is your shot to help us out. If you don't help us out, there will be severe consequences, because we know what's going on in the back doors. We know what's going on. We're going to reveal the truth. This is the age of truth. Okay? And through truth, especially in the times that we're living in right now, will birth the golden age of society, where there's barely any crime, everybody's making money, everybody's happy. The racial divide is much less pronounced. This has to happen. It's gotta happen. Okay? So please, day one, when he installs these mandates and policies and he unleashes the full power of the military on these people that have been terrorizing our country subtly through drugs, through human trafficking, things that don't get pronounced as much as they should. You guys got to help us out. You want to have good relations with the United States. You want to. So, I completely agree with this mandate. I completely agree with this a course of action. And you should too. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't. Okay? I came straight from the gym, ate some food, smoked a cigar, and I was like, all I've been thinking about was making this video. This is going to be a pretty long video. It's going to be a pretty long audio. And as I go through these mandates, as I go through these policies that he's going to put into power, I want you to think, is this necessary? Absolutely necessary? Or you don't agree with it? And if you don't agree with it, that's fine. But your reasons why, especially in the state that America is in right now, in the state that our neighborhoods, especially black people, our neighborhoods are getting destroyed by drugs of all kinds. Okay? They have to go. They have to go.
Finally, as I have said before, I will ask Congress to pass legislation ensuring that drug smugglers and human traffickers receive the death penalty. The drug cartels and their allies in the Biden administration have the blood of countless millions on the the drug traffickers, ensuring that drug smugglers and human traffickers receive the death penalty. The drug cartels and their allies in the Biden administration have the blood of countless millions on their hands. Millions and millions of families and people are being destroyed. When I'm back in the White House, the drug kingpins and vicious traffickers will never sleep soundly again. We did it once, and we did it better than anybody else. There's never been a better border than we had just 2 years ago. It was strong, it was powerful, and it was respected all over the world. And now we're laughed at all over the world. And we're not going to let that happen much longer. We have to take over, we have to be tough, we have to be smart, we have to be fair. But if we don't do something immediately, our country is gone.